Let
Let me make sure we're live on the tube. That sounds crazy. Pause.
on the tube. Those are
um,
the words that you spoke.
I don't know, bro. I don't know why it keeps doing this, bro. Cause I've already connected the like the new Renaissance page, so I'm literally like,
They said we ain't worthy yet.
bro. But we have enough subscribers. I understand. Anyways, we live, bro. I'm gonna just upload
All
it.
right.
like,
Be like that, bro.
bro, what can you say? But yeah, man. How's y'all week, man? Welcome back.
Oh man, it's my week's been eventful, man.
Like the
Like,
good
What you been
kind.
up to?
yeah, really good time, bro. Almost done with work. Almost done with work. This is my last week at my job. Next week, I took 2 days off of this week, Thursday and Friday. Whew.
Hey.
Ooh, nice.
I saw my kids, and they said they was mad at me. I was like, "Hey, bruh, hey, I got that PTO. Might as well use it, baby." So I used that. I learned how to cook more food, and I just been hustling, just been trying to make money and get my apartment right. So it's been smooth. What about yourselves?
My job got about like next week is our last week because people get out of school, and then I'm gonna have the next Monday and Tuesday off just because Memorial Day, and then like a break. Then I start like the summer program. So nice little 2 days off myself coming up if I survive this upcoming week. But aside
Type
from that,
shit.
man, just adulting, man, paying bills, moving out of new apartments, looking for new apartments,
Hmm.
life shit.
Why are you looking for a new apartment?
Honestly, bro, so it's two reasons. One, they going up $100 on our rent, and it's already like getting to that point where it's like, can we pay our rent? Yes. But after we pay our rent, we really don't, or at least I don't really have money to like, maneuver outside of that. So it's just like I would rather like start building up some savings, like start investing in some projects of my own and whatnot. I want to do that, but I can't because I'm paying for a 3 bedroom that I don't even really use all bedrooms for. It's just pointless. So we finna downsize a little bit. That's reason number one. Number two, I don't know if I told you, bro, but one of the kids who go to my school or wherever the program that I'm at, he moved. Like, this is my apartment here. I opened the door. His apartment is right here.
Mm.
And so, you know me, like my wicked big sessions are done. Finite. You feel me? God forbid, like I walk out, after doing what I do, he getting ready to go to school. That
How
actually happened. I shit
how
you not. I had me a nice blow session. Pause. Big pause. A nice, wake and bake session. Live my best life. And then was like, okay, I gotta like load some shit in the car because I gotta like take my girl to work. Do da 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 da. So I was loading my shit in the car, and this kid, I'm not even joking. I'm like walking toward the stairs, and he opens his door. I don't know if he know what the smell of weed is like. I hope he don't. But if he do, it was definitely on a nigga, bro. And I was just like, damn, is today the day I get fired? Because that's crazy. Like, I wasn't even doing
Damn.
that. I was home. I wasn't fired. Shit worked out. But I'm just like, I don't want to have to keep moving every day thinking about what this nigga finna do. You know what I'm saying?
Type
I'd
shit.
rather just go ahead and move to a new location, no kids around, get back to my life.
Hey, okay, type shit.
So yeah,
No, that's good thinking. type shit.
working on it. But what about you, bro? So,
My week's been
solo.
chill. I was getting used to my job. Everything was going dandy. But y'all know life, man. Y'all know life, man.
Bro, no, don't tell me.
So my last check after I paid like off everything that I needed to pay off, I was like, bet my next check, I'ma pay my credit card bill, and then after that, I'm gonna be straight in terms of like getting equipment and stuff for Renaissance certified for the fall, like getting the cameras that I wanted. I was like, okay, we gonna be straight. And I was actually thinking, y'all, XXL, like the XXL magazine, how they did the ciphers. I was thinking like
Yeah.
we should do some ciphers for promotion type shit. If we get 6 artists, split them into 2 groups, 3-3, do some ciphers and shit. So I was like, yeah, we might be able to do that. Especially that I'm gonna get the 3 multicam setup and shit. I was like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man, that actually might be hard as fuck. But then yesterday, I'm driving to work, and I was like,
Damn.
it was raining. I was like, damn, man, it's raining. Let me slow down. So I'm driving to work. I get to this ramp in a hydroplane, and I spin out. But I didn't hit anybody. But
Okay.
but the back of my car hit like the railing. So then it took out like the back of my car. Uh, so I got my homie, well, our neighbor who like lives right next to us is a mechanic and has his own towing service. So
Mm-hmm.
got him to like come help me get it. But he looked at it, he looked at the back and he was like, if you got insurance, they're gonna total that. I was like, damn, bro. Damn, bro, why,
Just got
bro?
to.
Like,
Just got.
like, come on. Come on, bro. I'm trying, bro. So
You are. You working so hard, bruh. You're working so hard.
it was funny, bro. It was funny. Like I looked like a crazy man on the side of the road because I was crying, but I was also laughing. I was like, I was crying at first because I was just like, bro, why, bro? Literally, why? But then I started laughing because I was like, I had that everybody hey, like theme in my mind, and I was like, if somebody's watching my life right now, they're having a great time.
Yeah,
Because this
no, this is definitely the people up in heaven, bro. The
type shit.
spinoff on your show is going crazy right now,
Oh
doing
yeah,
big
oh yeah,
numbers.
oh yeah. But I cooled down because I realized the last time I got into an accident, like I ended up getting this car, and it helped me because I didn't have to pay like my car insurance or anything for a while, and it helped me like
Mm-hmm.
mediate. So I'm just trusting God, bro, because that's all I can do. Like, hopefully, this will like turn into something that gives me the W. Like sometimes you just got to get realigned and stuff. And that's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm getting realigned and something even better is about to come my way. So after I had like my breakdown, I called my friend Ray, who's like the most positive person in the world. It's literally in her name. She's Ray. Like it's literally in her name. But I say that to say I call her and she was like, "No, man, you got it, bro." And she was like gassing me and shit. But she was like, basically like if I need anything and stuff, let her know. And she's just like she's the person you call when you've gone through some shit and you just need some positivity in your life.
Yeah.
So, and it was cool. It was cool. Like I made a song about it too. Like it's called "It's Always Something." So I made a song
Remember
about
last
it,
time?
type shit, and I actually like felt so much better actually after I made the song. So I'm living through it, type shit.
Oh shit, for sure, bro.
Yeah, man.
Damn. Well, I'm glad you safe and alive, and I'm glad you ain't hit nobody else, so you wouldn't have to like pay them niggas too, because that
Facts,
shit would have
facts.
sucked.
That's like the biggest thing. Like I looked at it and I was like, damn, bro, I didn't hit nobody else, bro. I'm not liable for anything. I'm not dead. Like I came out scot free, and like the way that I hydroplaned for a second, I was like, bruh, no way, this is how I'm going out. That's crazy. I was
Bro.
legit nervous for a second because I was by a bridge, bro. So I was,
Damn.
so I was like, bruh, there's no way I'm going out like this. That's crazy. Like I wonder what they gonna like. Well, promise that you will sing about me. Type shit.
Head ass. Nah, bro. It
Type
can't. The
shit.
story can't end that way, bro. The
Like,
story
right.
can't
I
end
was
that way.
like, bro, there's no way, bro. Like, in my mind, I was like, there's literally no way. That's crazy, bro. But luckily,
Damn.
I'm here to tell the tale.
Hey, I have a quick question, right?
What's happening?
What's up?
All right. Is it stupid of me to get a part-time job for $13 an hour?
Depends. How? What's your schedule? Oh, you working for the summer? Well, you're not working over the summer, so you would need like something, right, over the summer.
No, I don't really need to work a second job. I mean, another job. I still
What's
have
the
my other job.
job?
I
Like, why
have
would you want to work it?
so it's the dragon job I was telling you about beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I will be learning how to make infused drinks, um, infused edibles, food, um, and all that other good stuff. And for my side business that I want to create, Magnolia Soul, like I feel like by learning those skills and having a connection, because it's kind of like it's like the where you work at. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Yeah.
like the dab bar and shit.
Yeah, it's like a dab bar. So like it's a small dab bar. It's not like a huge corporation. It's a small dab bar.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if I work there, one, I'll get to I'll get tips. It's 13. I think it's 13, $14 an hour with tips. Then I learn how to do all the drinks, learn the techniques, be able to talk to the managers and stuff, and like how to run the business and things of that nature. And so I can take it back and then do it myself.
Well, that by that definition, it don't sound like a bad idea to me.
Type
Sound
shit.
like a paid internship.
Type shit.
For sure. Cause like I was just talking to somebody and they were like, "Bro, like you have a master's degree. Why would you do that? It sounds not intelligent."
Nah, it sounds like a person who don't know what the fuck they talking about.
I
Like
mean,
you
they
said,
don't have
dab.
the full scope of it, like what why you're doing
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
They're just
Like
seeing the like numbers. They're looking at
A to
the
B, you got a
right,
master's degree A, now you working a $13 job B, where it's like, nah, bro, it's really A to C. A, I got a master's degree. C, I got a business idea that I want to run. B, I need to get the experience. But you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
niggas don't know what they talking about. That's why. Nah, I'm a chill. I'm a chill.
Cause I already get like my school check. That's going to come in regardless. I'm gonna get paid from them regardless what I do. And then I still have my other job at RHA with the caregiving shit. So
Yeah.
I already have all those checks coming in. It's just
So yeah, bro. At this point, just get paid to learn new skills. That's always a jug. IMO.
Yeah,
for sure.
facts.
Oh man. So since we don't really have a theme this episode, I gotta ask y'all some questions about just kind of. I feel like we're in our mid 20s now. We all have a general idea of who we are. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
like, just a softball question. Are you happy with the direction that like your life is going? Not necessarily like professionally, but just like I guess like holistically. Like, are you happy with yourself? Who you becoming? Your thoughts? Those kind of questions.
Yeah, that's actually a great question. I would say holistically, I feel like I feel like I'm happy with the man I'm becoming. I'm not satisfied with my circumstance though. So I feel like
Mm,
I'm happy with the fact that like I'm low key, like I was telling you, like I low key got like a net of like female black friends that I have now. That's like really
mm-hmm.
dope because that's like humanized me into like not only understanding women better, but understanding black women better. Cause like growing up, I used to feel like black women didn't fuck with me. And like that was just like every time I try to get like with like holla at a black girl and stuff, like I just felt like, damn, bro, like they just don't fuck with me. Like I'm gonna just have to be like that guy that like corny ass dude that like just only fucks with white girls. No disrespect. Um, but I felt like I was gonna be that guy, bro.
Uh,
And that kind of like bummed me out because I was like, damn, bro, I fuck with black girls though, bro. I just don't know how I'm coming. But I realize now that I'm older and stuff, bro. Like there was a lot of things that I was doing that like before I even got to the conversation with a black girl, I was already like xed out, bro. Like I did not used to put lotion on, bro. So I used to be ashy as hell. Used to be
yeah,
ashy as hell, bro. And I then used to put lipstick, well, not lipstick, chapstick on. So I used to have
yeah,
chapped ass lips, bro. So just how I groomed myself was just like a L. So she was like, if you're not taking care of yourself, why are you even trying to like? talk to me, because how you gonna take care of me if you're not even thinking to take care of yourself? So I had those kind
Real
of
shit.
conversations. But then they also let me know that don't try too hard, bro. Like you're trying way too hard, bro. If she don't fuck with you, she don't fuck with you, bro. Like there's nothing you can do to convince her to fuck with you, bro. You just gotta come as you are type shit. And like there's gonna be like black women that fuck with you because like we fuck with you, bro. Like there's gonna be like you just gotta come as you are. Stop trying to try so hard. So like it made me realize that like I was telling you, but like I was never ugly, bro. I was just weird. Like I was just creepy, bro. And I just needed to like get more confident in myself and like hold that down type shit. So I like the fact that I've like gotten to that like point in my life because nowadays I don't feel the need to like bag a girl or whatever or like get a girl when I go out and shit. It's just like I just vibe, bro. I just like have a conversation if it's a good conversation. My favorite thing is like flirting with no intentions, because it's just like
Yeah.
it's kind of fun. It's just like it's fun to like be cheeky, uh, and I kind of fuck with it. So like socially, I like how I've grown, and then I also like just the fact that like I know exactly what I want to do in life. I just know it's gonna take a long fucking time. So it's just
Yeah.
like I know exactly where I want to go. I know exactly how I want to grow the Renaissance Certified brand. Exactly how I'm gonna grow my own personal Nicholas Soul brand. I just know that it's gonna take time. I would say I'm not certified with my circumstance in the sense that like I definitely want to make more money than I'm currently making. I definitely want to be in like my own like place and shit. I definitely want to get to a point where I have multiple streams of income instead of just depending on one. And I also want to get to a point where I have like I don't have to trade in my time for money. Like I don't have to wake up and be like I have to do something with my time to get money. Like I want to have like a passive 2 to 3 passive where it's like if I wake up today and I'm just not feeling life today, it's all good because I got like 2 or 3 plays like already going that's gonna give me some money to like rock anyway if I just want to chill out today. Um
Yeah.
so yeah, that's really like what I'm like working towards is just get to a point where like I don't have to stress about the money aspect. But in terms of who I'm becoming, I definitely fuck with who I'm becoming, bro. Cause I just have more of a clear mind. Like I said, I haven't on the 22nd is gonna be 4 months since I've gassed. I will say though, I will say, I'm low key. Like, I had a drink on my friend Ray's birthday, and then I celebrated with Tashara like a couple of days ago. And she got
Hmm.
some Stella Rose, and
Oh shit.
so I was like, damn, don't let me become a drinker, like, okay, because that shit was busting. Um, but yeah, I'm not. It's only been twice. I'm chill. I'm chill.
Hey, no, it's good. I'm just remembering them college days when you found the Capriccio, bro.
Yeah. Oh
Not the
God.
Capuchin.
Oh God. Oh God. But I feel like I'm a fun drunk though. I feel like when I'm drunk, it's like I'm silly.
You were. It's fun to watch and it's fun to be around you for show. It's just like that crash down is you got to
I'm
crash
glad.
down. But unless
I'm
I feel
glad.
like as an adult, you know, like damn, okay, I remember what it was like in college. I don't want to do that again.
Right.
So
Like when
now
I
you
drink now,
respond.
bro, I drink like at the most two cups or 2 glasses or whatever, 2 shots. Like I don't go
Yeah,
crazy. Like I definitely know like my limit for sure. And I don't
because
try
you
to
know it's gonna come back later, type shit.
on God. On God. So yeah, I don't
Always
try
gonna
to go
come back.
over it. I just get enough to where it's like I can tell and then I'm like, all right, for sure.
Word. How about you,
Me,
Hux?
piggybacking off of what Nick was saying about multiple streams. Like I'm actually I hate on myself a lot about like where I'm at, and I'm really hard on myself. However, like where I'm at right now, if you talk to like eight, 5-year-old JoJo, and like you'll be like, hey, bro, like at one point you'll be doing like you'll be a teacher, you'll have multiple streams of income, you'll have your own place. Like I wouldn't think that would be a possibility.
Hmm.
Um, so like right now, I feel good, bro. Like I feel really good about where I'm at. I have friends, I have people that I look up to that are my friends, like you and Nick. Like I look up to both of y'all in certain aspects of my life, and I have Like having friends like that is super important to me. Um, I have a girl right now that like I'm actually doing good. Like I never thought I would do that. Like I'm always a loner, like always hustling and shit. So like having a girl that like to hold me down right now while we're both going on our journey, that's like fire as hell. Um, and I have kids who look up to me. Like I have people who look up to me, and like I went to graduation today and saw my kids graduate, and that shit was fire. And some of the kids was like, bro, like if it wasn't for you, bro, I wouldn't even be here. And that shit,
Damn,
like,
that's crazy.
yeah, yeah, that shit hit different. That shit hit totally different. Like, so I, my whole entire goal in my life is become a good man where I can tell any story to my kids, the good and the bad. And if I tell my story, the bad is not as much. It's mostly good shit.
Hmm.
I want to live a life where my kids will be like, damn, like, or my grandkids will be like, damn, like, I want to live to this standard. I want to live to a standard where we're good people who help people, who are able to have intelligent minds, who are creative, and are able to bring people together. I want to create that culture within my family, and so therefore, like my friends that are Middle Eastern, like I have a friend that's Middle Eastern, who their whole entire family, even associated friends, they're just hustling together, buying hotels together, buying gas stations together, buying businesses together,
That's fine.
and doing that shit. And I want my family. I want that to be in the black community. I want that to be my family. I want that to be my friends. Like y'all, I consider y'all my family. So I want my family to have the same drive as a Middle Eastern family where they're just buying shit together, hotels, doing shit, and just building that wealth. Because
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's
we
the
should
only
lock
way.
in on a gas station or something at a certain point, because that's
There's so much money. I asked my friend how much a gas station costs, bro. There's so fucking much.
sheesh.
That's why I want to do Magnolia Soul food. I feel like if I start a chain of Magnolia Souls and then like slowly progress from there,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Shit could be crazy.
oh God,
Now the only
I
reason I
want to do
say that is
waste.
because the homie to kill asked me like that. I don't know if I was on the phone with you, bro, or somebody else, but he called me. He was like, "Yo, I got
Hey,
this
I'll be right back.
for sure." He was like, "Yo, I got this gas station that I like I want to go in on. Let me know like if you have like the funds. It's like this is like the down payment that I would like we would need to like go in on it and stuff." And it was feasible for me to do. I just like needed to get some stuff out of the way on my end first. Because he was gonna
You buy
cover,
the gas station?
yeah, like he was gonna cover most of it, but he wanted to give me like 3-4% of it.
Damn, why did you tell me? I would have went in on that shit, no cap.
Bro, that's why I bring it up now. That's why I'm bringing it up now because I was
Wait,
like,
wait, oh shit. Wait, is it still in the works?
yeah, it's still on the table, bro.
Oh shit. After the podcast, I don't want to discuss numbers right now, but like
Yeah.
after the podcast, let me know what the numbers are.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him because I was like, I definitely think that would be a dope idea. I just like, I'm
Oh
still
geez,
paying
that's
shit off right now. Like, I'm still like, you know what I mean? Get my shit
yeah,
together.
that's like
Because I was like, 3-4% is kind of crazy for how much he was gonna put
yeah,
in.
if he's actually like legit and all that shit,
Hmm.
bro, like cuz I don't want to like have you ever seen Raisin in the Sun?
Nah.
So Raisin in the Sun is one of the books that we've read that we read at the end of the year. And this dude named Walter, who's one of the main characters, it's a play. It's one of the first black plays to like win, like to go crazy.
Hmm.
Um, it's written by Lorraine Hansberry, but Walter, one of the main characters, his dream is to open up a liquor store, and his friends was like, "Oh shit, if you put down $10,000 and we all put down $10,000, we'll be all right." So Walter, so the family gets a check because the dad died, and it's an insurance check for $10,000.
Hmm.
The mother spends $3,000 on the house, put a down payment on the house, because this is around redlining time. This was 1950, so black people was not fucking with the white people, like living in white neighborhoods. But they bought a house in a white neighborhood, and she gave the rest of the money to Walter because this man was complaining all the time about not having his dreams taken seriously and whatnot.
Mm.
He gave the money to Willie and Bobo, but Willie ran off with all the money.
Hmm.
So now his little sister can't go to medical school like she wanted to.
Damn.
The down payment for the house, that paying for the house is going to be super hard. He lost everything, and now he's not. He's less of a man now, and I don't want to be a Walter.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a Walter. So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move smart. So if it's viable, I'll definitely put in.
Yeah.
Like, cause I feel like
I'll link you into Kill. I think y'all like could work out on some shit because y'all have that same mindset in the sense of just like business centered and like trying to figure out more plays. Like he's always trying to hit me up and be like, "Yo, bro, like let's get on exchange and buy 2 businesses." And I was like, "Bro, I'm there mentally with you. My pockets financially are not with you,
we're
bro."
not there yet.
Like I was like, I know a nigga who might be able to fuck with you though. But yeah, like I was like, I definitely want to make those plays. I just like I literally would have almost been there. If he had given me 2 months and my car was like still doing this thing, I would have been there. It's just like now I gotta figure that situation out. So it's like a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to see because I just got this position too. I'm trying to see if they'll let me work from home because I don't need to be in the office. If I can work from home, then because I don't want to like lose this job, bro. It's like
Yeah. No, it's a good job. It's a good job.
it's a really good job. So yeah,
Can you try Facebook? Oh, I know we getting off topic, but Facebook Marketplace because I'm finna I need to cop a car. I can't do this whole me sharing the car with my girl no more. It's just she's getting
yeah,
busier. I'm getting busier.
type shit.
So when I come, I'm coming through the city like in the beginning of July. I'm gonna try and cop me a car off of like the marketplace. Won't be the best,
Yeah,
but it'll give me an A to B. I feel
type
like you know
shit.
what I'm saying. Especially for like if you got 4K saved up, like you can get you a decent car for 4K on the marketplace. So I
Yeah,
seen,
yeah.
and
I'm gonna
even
look into it. I'm gonna look into it. I was speaking to my friend Ray. She like bought her own car too, and she was telling me if I need help with that, then she knows like she has like a car plug, like one of her homies, that could
oh
like fuck
shit,
with me. Yeah, like that could fuck with me. So we'll see.
yeah,
Yeah, like I'm
Some guy,
not too worried about it because my job gave me like a WeGo bus thing, like the little card,
hmm
and
hmm
I look at their routes and stuff. So if I just have to wake up early as fuck, like 4 a.m. nigga.
yeah,
That's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna figure it out.
for
Mhm.
sure.
I was actually like speaking of cars. I was thinking about renting out my second car.
Damn, on the like on the app officially or just on
Oh,
some local shit?
Both.
that's
Yeah,
an
no, that's
easy
a
play.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna do that, and then I was actually thinking about either doing that or selling my PT
Hmm.
and then buying a more reliable like beater car and then renting that out.
Probably do that one.
And
Just
then
because,
like get like two or three cars that I can rent out that are cheap that I can just rent out.
yeah.
Is your like how reliable is your PT?
It's reliable. It's just that I just got to get the lights fixed.
Hmm.
Like it can get around the city easy. Like
What about long
I just
distance? Like from your where you are to Nashville?
um it can probably get there. I wouldn't do that. It can get there most definitely. I just
That's
wouldn't
a
do that.
no.
Yeah, yeah, that's
That's a no.
No, no, I just wouldn't do that because I got my K5. Like
so shit.
that was the whole
But if you
like
did have K5, would you do it?
um. Am
That's a
I
no.
Yeah, I feel like
am I
if you
going?
gotta guess about it, it's enough.
You thinking too long, bruh.
Am I going back and forth like constantly between Chad and Knox? Because once it's in the city, I don't give a fuck. Like it's a city car. Like
Mm.
I want to visit my friend in Nashville. I live in Chattanooga. I want to get there and I want to get back with no problems. Can I do
I
that with
think
your PT?
I think you can do
Okay.
that.
Nah,
See,
bro.
but
You
I had
said
to ask the question three
there's too many
times.
signs. There's too many signs to make me feel comfortable. Like if you were selling a car to me right now, I would feel very uncomfortable because
But if you're
you
doing
said it's
like
a
if
city
you're doing,
car, and then you also said when we
it's a
asked,
city
could you
car.
make that drive, bro?
It's a city car, bro.
Yeah,
Like
bro. I'm joking.
I haven't drove it outside the city, fool.
Yeah,
That's fine, bro.
you got that, bro. You got that.
I'm not gonna sell it to you, bro. I'm probably gonna sell it on Facebook Marketplace or some shit for 2K.
No, I was saying
Literally,
no, I
bro.
was saying hypothetically if you were to give it to like somebody who you were gonna rent it out to, like monthly or whatever. I don't know how you would do it, but like if you were gonna give it to
I was just
somebody, like could they make long distance like drives and stuff? Because that would then lead me to say like you could probably use that car instead of like selling a PT and getting a new car to rent that out. But since you
you can't
can't
make
make
long
really,
distance.
you didn't give me a
Yeah.
strong enough confident like yeah you can do
Yeah,
that.
I would trust it. That's what I'm saying. I should just sell the PT,
Yeah,
and then I'll have like half the money, like 2K, to put down on like a more reliable car.
yeah,
hmm And then that one you could rent for like a higher price because
type
they can
shit.
make long
Exactly.
distance and shit. Yeah.
But I'm gonna let one of my friends use my PT for right now, just till I get to and from work,
For sure.
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna just be like, "Yo, just make sure you put gas in it, and maybe give me $40 a month to use it."
Type shit.
Yeah.
And
That's a joke, bro.
On God.
I don't, but I'm just like I said, like I'm just trying to make money, bro.
I feel that. I feel like
Like
I
I got
I feel like I know a lot of ways to make money. I just like I don't have the like I feel like I don't have the heart to like invest in the ways that I know how to make money. Like long
mm,
term.
mm,
Cause I be scared like cause you have a lot of the times when you're trying to make money with different plays, there's a lot of initial investment like you have to put up front and I be like, damn bro, what if I put up this initial investment up front and it doesn't pan out like mindset, which I need to like kind of get over, but it's hard to when like you're already tight with money. It's like
I
I need
think
this to
that
work.
like
I need this to work.
right, I think like the key is this is like well like part of it is that I already have stable streams of income. I have like two stable streams of income, two of them motherfuckers. So since I got two stable streams of income, whatever else I do is just like all right, it's just extra shit.
Yeah.
Like and so when I think of like Magnolia Soul, that's a great example. It's like all right, I already have people who constantly come to me and be like, "Yo, I want to hang out. I want, yo, are you cooking today? Let me get some of that food. Oh, are you doing this? Yeah, I got you." So they're always coming to me for this stuff already. So since I'm already doing this without it even being a business already, and it's one of my dreams to do,
Hmm.
why not take this formula and just start charging people for this formula? So now even though it's a small scale, I'm still making the money from this small scale thing that I do. And as that goes forward, it's just like, all right, bro, like now I got like 50, 60 people always wanting food and shit. Now I can hire someone, or now I can get like, now I need to figure something else out. Let me do DoorDash because one of my friends said DoorDash, you can like sell shit on DoorDash and like deliver on DoorDash and shit too. But,
Interesting.
Yeah,
but,
DoorDash for businesses.
yeah, and like just do that.
They gonna
But
verify. They
like,
gotta verify your shit though.
yeah, I
Yo,
gotta
that's
figure that shit
probably when
out.
you'll
But
need to get the LLC, bro, because they'll ask for your business, the EIN.
uh-huh.
Because I had to
All
try to
right,
do
so I
that for
probably
Culture Cannon.
okay. So eventually I have to start like get the LLC and shit like that. But that's what I'm saying. Like I think that when you trying to start a business or when you're just trying to start investing in things,
Hmm.
I think that you always start off small, learn how to do this shit. And if it fails, it fails. But if it's something that you enjoy doing, you're not going to fail. I think that you'll just be on a small scale. The only way you'll fail, and this is the only time I failed, and I was thinking about this like a couple days ago after listening to the Will Smith book. I was thinking about my childhood and where does business pop up? Like, because I've always loved business. So I was like, all right. When I was a kid at summer camp, I learned how to make the little like tie bracelets, tie bracelets, so you can put it on your keychain, and it's. I learned how to do that shit, and I got obsessed with doing it. And kids started coming up to me, and was like, "Can you make me one?" And little JoJo was like, "Yeah, most definitely." So I had like 20 orders for one person, and I charged 75 cents for per thing, 75 cents to $1, because at the little shop at the camp you can buy shit for 75 cents to $1. So I was like, all right, bet I got you. So I'm over here trying to make all these things. I ended up that summer, even though I had all those orders and they paid me up front, I didn't finish all the orders and left that summer with all that money, but I didn't finish what I said I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that lesson, it taught me one, I did too much. I got too much shit for like what I was doing. Two, I didn't have enough personnel in order to complete those orders. But three, it did teach me that once you learn a skill, any skill that you want, people are going to be willing to pay for that skill. And that's all you need. However, you need to like scale that shit to a point where like you're good. And you already know that shit. You do the fucking coach not Renaissance certified show. Like that shit is fucking amazing. And that Renaissance certified shit that you have, it's giving me like a blueprint for Magnolia Soul. So it's like, bro, like
Yeah, business
it's,
didn't come to me naturally. Like I dropped out of like I was a business major before I was a communications major, and I dropped out of
mm,
that because I they had like a 201 accounting class that the teacher always spoke like this, and every day we would come into class, they would speak in a low monotone voice and try to teach me accounting in this manner. And I was just like, bro, I'm not gonna be able to learn, bro. This is cooked, bro. This is cooked, bro. I'm not gonna be able to learn shit. Keep in mind, it's like 200 people in here. It's like a lecture hall kind of class, bro. She talking this low, and she grading hard. Fuck no. So I dropped out of that. And then it was like, yo, that's like a prerequisite class. Like you need that to do anything else. And so I was like, well, fuck, I'm changing my major. So I say that to say like I was never good at like the what's the word I'm looking for? The more I guess technical side of business. I think I'm more of like a social business person in the sense of like I understand who to put in charge of my shit and where to like line people up to be successful to help the overall thing. But I'm not like you with it where it's like I know like I think about it from the like numbers aspect. And I feel like you do need like a balance of that, in a sense of like I eventually want to find somebody who's like, because Tequil kind of is my person now, but I eventually want to find somebody who's like around my age, who's like also like really proficient. And honestly, bro, once I get to a point where I'm like, because they recently asked me, this group that I'm working with called Ether, they recently asked me the different ways that I eventually want to monetize Renaissance Certified because they were trying to give me some contractors for free, like people who would like take video, people who would come in there and help with like media coverage and stuff. And so there was like, yo, what are the different ways that you see yourself monetizing this? And I was like, there's honestly a lot of different ways. The most basic way is like the tickets, like selling the tickets to the show. And then at a certain point, selling placements on the playlist. And then at a certain point, selling, well, not even at a certain point, we did that last time, selling merch at the show, like Renaissance Certified merch, and then at a certain point selling subscriptions to the magazine. There's just like there's a lot of potential with it, but I feel like I want to scale the audience first. Like I want to get to a point where I can at least for sure know I can sell 50 tickets to the show. Like it's not
mm,
like bugging me. Like it's like this is gonna happen type shit. So like I was telling
Mhm.
them like I want to get to that point before I like really think about monetization for real because it's like if I can't even do that then there's really no point. So at that point
mm,
is when I would be like, "Yo, JoJo, I know for sure these are my numbers. This is what I can do. You trying to invest in this type of shit?"
and I almost definitely invest. But because I believe in Renaissance certified a lot.
Thank you.
but cause like it's really hard not to believe in it. You feel me?
What you mean?
Because like I've seen, like, for example, when we was at UT, I forgot what the fuck that shit was called.
Oh, you talking about Carnelian?
No, not Carnelian.
It's about the connect.
Uh,
No, it's not the Connect, bro.
the rap hip hop the club
Yeah,
freestyle club.
yeah. That
I know
shit.
exactly with Dirty Dan and them niggas.
Oh, study
Yeah,
break.
There
yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Study break was cool, but like it didn't feel like nothing. It didn't feel like, yes, they had the venue that we can perform at the thing, and boom boom boom, and we had meetings and whatnot, but it didn't feel like nothing. It wasn't There was no heart there. The heart wasn't there for real. The heart was there, but it wasn't.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
feel like we're Renaissance certified. It looks professional. It looks chic. You have artists. You have the venue. You're actively going out every day and doing your damn thing in order to like make this shit work. And I think that with doing that, it's like it shows me as an investor that even if Nicholas Soul, the person, doesn't blow up how he wants to blow up, or even if that doesn't happen,
Mm-hmm.
Renaissance Certified is an entity in Nashville that is going to be one of those places where people want to go in order to like go for hip hop, in order to find a new talent in Nashville,
Mm.
right?
Wow.
Because you're filling a medium, you're filling a niche that is not filled yet in Nashville.
Mm.
So I see how far it can go.
Yeah, bro. I think I believed in the idea, but it really came to like I really understood what I had when we were at the show, Chris. Like I feel like I
Oh yeah.
understood, like it came full circle. Like I saw like what it was, and I was like, oh shit, like niggas was rapping our shit back. Like that was crazy. And like
Nah,
I
y'all performance was definitely good as shit, bro.
thank you, bro. Yeah, I just saw like no people want this, bro. Like this isn't just me like thinking like oh, this is an idea that I like. Like people want this space. Because like people like were telling me after the show like this is one of the best shows that they've been to in a while, like in terms of like underground shows. And I was like, damn, like that really made me like go even harder. And like the thing that I was telling you, Jojo, about how like you don't have to have the full idea, you just have to do like your thing, and then doing your thing will lead you to the next thing, which will lead you to the next thing. That's what happened with Renaissance Certified. Like whenever we were doing the documentary screening, somebody was like, "So when's the show?" And I wasn't even thinking about it. And I was like, "What is the
That show
show?"
did happen crazy.
Type shit. I was like, "Yeah, what is the show?" And then I was like, "Shoot, I guess we could do it in like March or April." And then I started thinking about, damn, let's think about a date in March and April, and then we found a date. Type shit. Like I like that's the thing that I've always like realized about anything that I do is like I don't have to figure it out. Like a lot of people don't allow themselves to see their idea out because they feel like they have to plan it out from day one how it's gonna go the whole ride. And that's like I've never had that. Like I've always just been like, let me see what happens if I do this. Oh shit, that happened? Okay, then let me add this to it. And then just I just keep going off that. So like I'm excited to see how it grows too, bro, because it's like it's gotten to a point where it's like I've involved enough people that is greater than me. So that thing that you said about the even if Nicholas Soul doesn't blow up thing is very true. Like I don't I don't even necessarily like I'm obviously care about my personal brand to the extent of like I'm gonna do me, I'm gonna make my music because it makes me happy. But like the community that we're building, bro, is like I'm excited to see how people like once we introduced this cipher idea that I was talking about with Chris earlier, we're like, I want to see how that affects like the promotion feel because it's about the feel. Like, does this feel like a movement? Does this feel like this is something that I want to be a part of? And I feel like when we did street certified and we actually went downtown and we got reactions and stuff for people, people reacting to the artists that are going to be on the show, I feel like that added a feel of like, oh, this is greater than just like these niggas doing this little playlist. It's like they went in Nashville, and it's like a Nashville thing now. So then, how is that cipher gonna add to like, oh, this is a Nashville thing now? Like that's what I like. I like coming up with ideas and then doing them and seeing how they add to the overall idea. Because the overall idea is to have this like hub of Nashville hip hop and R&B, and really Tennessee hip hop and R&B. But I'm starting in Nashville, so that's like where I'm focused. That's the overall idea, is to get like a place where people can come and be like, nah, bro, like we got like Nashville got something here. Like don't sleep on us type shit. Because there's a lot of dope artists, bro, that I meet all the time that I'm just like, damn, bro, I wish more people knew about you, bro. Like, so I just that's like always how I like looked at it and shit. But yeah, bro, that show that we had, Chris, like, it just brought it to like my attention that it was like, this is real. Like, this isn't just like in my mind or like loosely something that exists. Like, this is here. Yeah, it's
Here's
crazy.
real. I had like a flashback moment the other day thinking about and I don't know if they had stopped doing it by the time you got around Hux, but you remember the Chrysalis?
Yeah.
So I feel like that was as close to like capturing that the chrysalis thing that like even with Carnelian, like it was cool, but we didn't have like the food there. Like the chrysalis
Yeah.
had the food, had the live acts was crazy. It was a packed ass house, and it was like it was really dope. So like
Yeah.
yeah, no, this
And
is
the
definitely
magician was a
performance.
nice touch too, bro. I didn't know how that would
He was
work, but it
cool.
worked.
He was cool. Me and my siblings got into an argument because we was like, I was like, bro, nah, like it's not real, but it's definitely some illusionary shit. They're like, nah, the people are in on it. I was like, I don't think the people are in on it, bro. I think they were just. He was like, nah, bro, ain't no way the people buying into it that much. Like he was clearly acting. I was like, bro, no, I think he just didn't know how he did that.
Yeah. Bro, that I kind of like the inclusion of the magician, because it's kind of like the idea of like chasing a dream. Like, it doesn't feel
Yeah,
real until it's like there, and like you can never really explain how you got there in the same way that you can never really, like, the magician, if they explain it, it takes away from it. So it's like
yeah,
that, like, magical, like, I thing. Like, I feel like it adds to the feel of Renaissance Certified. It's like believing in something makes it realer, and I feel like that's like kind of the idea. It's like, if you believe in that act, then it makes it feel like, oh shit, he did do some crazy shit. If you believe in the feel of like, this is a community that we're growing, then it eventually is like a community that we're growing. It's like, I think that's why I got him. And then also, he's just funny as hell. Like, outside of him being a magician, bro, that nigga's actually just funny as hell, bro. He's
nah,
like,
he was
I feel
super
like he would be
charismatic.
cool as
Yeah,
hell, like, to be on the podcast, like, just have like as a nigga to chop it up with, because he's hilarious, bro.
type shit. Nah, he was cool, bro.
And that's why I think that you will succeed, bro. When
You,
that's why I think you will succeed. Like, when Renaissance Certified will succeed. Because once you start building community and you see the light in people and like what they bring to the table, and you're able to bring that to the light, like people just feed into that shit. People
Bro,
just feed into that shit and it raps.
yeah,
It's
it's
rap.
fire seeing people like, as far as seeing people like forget to be cool. And what I mean by that is, like, you'll see niggas come to a show and be like hugging the wall and being like, man, I'm just here to, yeah, I mean, like, me mugging and being like, I'm just here to like hang out and shit, man. Like, I ain't finna let loose. And then it's fun seeing like them start off like that at the beginning of the night, and then by the end of the night be like, oh shit, that's crazy, nigga. Like, just be in it, so in it that they forget to be cool, bro. I was like, that's my shit. That's the shit that I love to
They
see.
become kids again, bro. They become kids.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly.
gotta throw a show called Before the Internet. Or that'd be the or some
Tight
shit.
shit, tight shit. But
Post
yeah, bro,
these niggas to have fun.
I think like remember when we were talking Jojo yesterday about like this is the time of our lives to like go after like our dreams and shit and like lock in for real, because we might never have this like energy or whatever again. I like I think that like everything that happened like post like college and stuff, I think I'm getting back to a point where I'm understanding that like as much as like I'm meeting all these different people and stuff and I'm locking in and I'm like doing my thing, it's like I think like I'm getting back to that point of just like I gotta do it with my niggas, bro. Like I gotta do it with my niggas, bro, or else it's not gonna hit the same. It's like I'm gonna be doing it, but it's like when you do it with your niggas, it hits different because it's like I really did it with my niggas though. So I say that to say like, cause I was so lost like when I had that like I remember I was doing a show before this show, and it was like a decent show. Like I feel like I performed terribly, but people were telling me I did good. So I feel like I was getting like gaslit low key, but like it was a cool show. But I felt like it would have been straight if I had like the that moment to like lock in with y'all. So I just say that to say like that's what that show like taught me. It's just like it's it's fire. It's a fire feeling to succeed, but it's like a anime ass moment when you succeed with your niggas. It's like a it makes it hit that much harder, bro. Because it's like they really saw you before these niggas saw you, type shit. You know what I mean? Like these are the niggas
Yeah.
that like fuck with you before niggas fuck with you, type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that's real, man. That's real shit. I realized I didn't get to talk about my aspirations
Yeah,
going
yeah,
into this, even though I had another question lined up. So don't let me forget I have another question to ask.
for sure.
But I know that moving forward, I want to like as long as my family is taken care of, even on like a I don't want to say minor scale because I feel like that definitely smallens your dreams or whatever. But like in my head, like I have my kids with my girl, the family, get the house. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stressing about like mortgage payments or nothing like that because like I already got the house in my name, or if it's not in my name, I got enough of those, like I said, side hustles or whatever, to like not really have to worry about, damn, I need to make some ends meet this month. You know what I'm saying? Because like the rent gonna be paid regardless. It's just a matter of, do I want more money to go on a vacation, or am I just cooling so I could like show up to like. Because one of my biggest goals, I want to be around for like whenever I do have kids, I want to be there for them growing up and like catching like events for them and stuff. And working at a school is crazy because like I see how much that shit matters.
yeah,
Oh
Like
God.
I
Oh God.
haven't been able because I don't have a car. I haven't been able to like go to different games and stuff. But they be inviting me and stuff. On like the teachers that do go and stuff, like they be showing them love. Be like, oh my goodness, it was so cool seeing you yesterday. And the pictures, they always seem happy and shit.
yeah.
And I guess because now I have like students accidentally calling me dad and inviting me to shit, and it's like, oh damn, I'm important to you. Like
Oh
this
God.
is a big moment for you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you're only what 7 right now. This is like the biggest it gets for you. This football game, baseball game, recital,
right,
whatever shit.
right. That's
And like it's
crazy.
kind of
And
weird.
then on
And
top
it's
of that, parents is like not all the time their parents is not there for them. So it's like when you show up, it's different.
it's big, bro. It's like how you been here. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So it's just like shit like that really hit deep because I'm just like, dang. So looking back in my head, like I remember all the times that like my dad did show because he worked a lot. So like the moments that he did show were like big moments in my head, but those are like very few moments I can really remember for real.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
So the other moments, was I just sad? Was it just, oh, he's not gonna be here? That's normal. Like I don't even remember that no more, just because it was just so normalized, and I don't
right.
want that for like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Damn,
so
damn.
to be able to have enough money to be able to show up for that, mean like everything.
On me,
Then
that's another reason why I'm going so hard now.
you know
Yeah.
you doing it right too, bro. I'm definitely like, damn. Yes.
Facts,
5
facts.
jobs.
Nah, I can't like you say you look up to me and Shiki, bro. I look up to you, bro. Like you're a good ass like role model in that sense, bro. Cause like you
The
be
hustle,
P's and
bro.
Q's.
Nick, I'm not even lying, bro. I feel like these conversations have definitely been getting me on my like, because I feel like back when I was unemployed last year, especially when I was unemployed last year, still had to like pay my bills and shit.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I hated biting the pill of like, hey, can I borrow like da 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 from my folks or my extended peoples? That was just like how it had to be. And I feel like once I locked in on like, nah, bro, like that's not the kind of man I want to be. I want to be a man that like if I don't have it, last resort, yeah, I can ask because I have a support system. Well, my first thought is how can I hustle and get that dollar
Yeah.
first? You know what I'm saying? And like ever since that perspective kind of changed when I got my new job, and then especially 2024 when I started hitting these goals a lot more,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro, no, like I can really do it. It may not be like, you know what I mean, like the $800 paintings or whatever, but I could, if I really worked at it and tried, I could hit up somebody or find somebody and be like, hey, yo, you need some shit, and we can negotiate some shit. Because all I really need is just to get that communication bit going. So
Yeah.
I think like building upon that, I want to be like a person, kind of like how Mr. Hux is over here. We're like, you never got to worry about how you gonna make a dollar. You gonna find that dollar fucking somewhere, bro.
Oh God.
Mhm.
Oh God.
So, and then like with Soul, like I feel like we got like a nice harmony of like all the niggas in like this triangle of us got like a nice, we inspire each other in different ways.
Yeah.
Cause like Soul is very good with like, nah, bro, like I'm stepping out of like this haze for clarity. Cause like not even on some I want to create differently, because you do create differently and you're not afraid to create differently neither, which is like a very nice thing. Cause like I feel like you really be jumping into the, yeah, I don't, like you had said before, if I don't really know what the next step is, I don't have to wait till I have the full plan to make it happen. I could just go do it and take the next step. And if I fuck up, cool. I'm gonna make sure the next step is just I took note of that last step,
Yeah.
which is not how I'm fucking wired. But I'm trying to get myself there, you know what I'm saying? To like be okay with failure. Because that's really what that is, being okay with failure.
Bro, that's
Um,
that's crazy that you bring it up. Sidebar. I feel like all the kids that grew up like smart and getting like getting that like, oh, you're smart, like as you're growing up going through elementary school. I feel like we low key got fucked, bro, because like you got that reinforcement all through elementary, middle school, high school, that when you first start getting that like, no, your smartness was not good enough, like you didn't pass or you aren't doing what you need to, it like hits you way harder because you haven't had time to like have that for real because you were academically proficient for so long, bro. I think
bro,
there's definitely like a thing of like in that.
I definitely want to look into that psychologically as a study, bro, because that's so real. I remember my mom always tells me there was one time when I was like, I was in like the advanced class in fourth grade because I had got like straight A's all 4 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
And so like fourth grade, I was in the advanced class with all the smart kids. Fourth grade, I ain't get all straight. I got A's and B's. And instead of moving me to like, because they were like class caps, I wasn't in the advanced class. I wasn't in the next to advanced class. I was in the middle class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my mom was like, yo, that messed you up in fifth grade because you was asking, like, does that mean you're not smart anymore? Da 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 da
Damn.
da. And when it was really just like a numbers thing, like, bro, there's only 20 per class. You were like 23rd, my boy. Like, it wasn't even a you thing. You know what I'm saying? But like,
That's it.
so I could definitely see that being a real ass theory and like shaping how,
Your self image.
uh, you know,
Yeah.
but all that to say, I really fuck with how like all of us have like skills that we're good with and things that we're working on to be better with.
Yeah.
And it's like whenever we do need the support of like, hey, you know, I need some girl advice. Like niggas could hit me up because like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna say,
good
I
with
feel
that.
like
Or
you're like human, like you're one of the most like human and in touch with that. Like, I understand the human side of it, cause like I feel like I'll have moments where like I'm insensitive unintentionally, and I don't
yeah.
see it, and then I'll say it to you, and you'll be like, "Come on, bro." You'll be like, "Come on, bro. Like this is where you fucked up," type shit. And I'll be
Hey,
like,
and that's no you good.
but yeah, I was just gonna say, I'll be like, "You right." Like now I see it because a nigga told me, but like whenever I was doing it as a nigga to a girl, like I didn't see it, and then I thought she was bugging, but nah, you're right. She's not bugging. I'm bugging.
Nah, bro, that's fucking funny as hell because I like when I tell you I had a situation literally the other day, bro. The other day. And I was like, As a nigga, I know I'm not wrong. Because I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. But as a person in a relationship, I see why this could be messed up.
Yeah.
And I see why you're upset. And then the worst part of it all that I'm still working on, but like I feel like I'm handling it a lot better. I see that you're upset and there's nothing I can do to fix it right now. So
Mm-hmm.
I'ma just, you know what I mean? Like not
Well,
back away, because there's also I'm gonna be passive aggressive and just leave the room, which I'm learning is like also not really a good thing to do. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's not necessarily I don't want you around. It's just I'm not lovey dovey like I was before
Mm.
because you irked me with this female situation.
I'm like, what do you
So
really do in those situations where it's like they don't necessarily, they're mad at you, but if you don't do anything, it's like they get even more mad at you. Cause I'll be like, if you're mad at me, let me ease off, let me chill. But they're like, no, like that feels like you don't even care even more. And it's like, damn, what am I supposed to do?
I'm gonna be, and I'm gonna say this as a nigga who's still learning, but I think they just gonna be mad, bruh. Like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Type shit.
So it's kind of what do you want to do? Do you want to sit here with an angry girl? You feel the steam of her irritation behind your neck as she sits and ignores you or gives you one word answers. Do you want to sit in that because, like, you know, if you leave, it's gonna make a scene? Sometimes,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna just lock in my headphones, and if you gonna pout back there, go ahead and pout back there, and we
Type
gonna make
shit.
up later. Other times, nah, this is awkward. I want peace, so I'm gonna go move over here. You know what I mean? It's just you play it by
Mm.
situation.
Yeah, I see what you're
Because
saying.
like I said, either way, they're gonna be salty at you.
Type shit, type
It's just
shit.
what you want to do.
Type
My
shit.
biggest fear is like whenever my girl's salty at me, she gonna go cheat on me.
See, and I,
This
I
nigga dying.
only because
Got me
like I
so up
can't
done.
confirm if I've been cheated on before or not. Like I don't know how to explain what to do in those situations outside of like I feel like I got a cheat code because I know my girl don't make guy friends, so I don't really have to worry about that. Whereas vice versa, me who's Mr. Friendly guy, I can have female friends and no, I'm not gonna smash because like I don't care. But why am I so friendly? I'm a friendly nigga. My fault.
Type
Like,
shit, type shit.
but I'm
I
not
can't
gonna.
be friendly. Like, damn.
But she's not like that with men, so I don't got to worry about that. Whereas
Yeah.
Mr. Hux over here, like, I don't think that's his situation, and that paranoia, especially having been cheated on before, bro. I don't know how you. I don't know, man. That's just trust, I guess.
Type
Like,
No, I
shit.
never been cheated on. I never been cheated on.
no.
Nah,
Oh shit.
bro, I be hustling so much, fool. I be hustling so much. I just be having girls, or I used to have girls. I don't be having girls no more.
Clarification.
Clarification. Clarification. But like, yeah. Now I'm cooling though. I'm cooling though. I don't have girls.
Yo, JoJo funny as hell, bro.
But nah, like, nah, I never been cheated on before. I've had girls not fuck with me for real. But like, I've hadn't been cheated on though.
Dang.
But I'm terrified of getting cheated on though, like, cause I'm like shit. I go so fucking hard every fucking day, and all I
What
ask is this girl to be loyal to me. That's all.
what terrifies you about getting cheated on? Like, what would that signify to you, or what would that mean to you if you got cheated on?
Like, if I got cheated on, one, I'm like, damn, like, I can never trust you, and I feel like trust is for me and for a lot of other people. Trust is super important. Like, I need to be able to trust you with my kids. I need to be able to trust you with my life, trust you with like my health, my sexual health, like my inner being, trust you with my words, trust you with everything I have. If you're gonna be my girl, like my girl is supposed to be the person that like I go to and I can just say anything.
Yeah.
Would you feel differently
And
about it if you got cheated on with another girl? Like if your girl cheated on you with a girl?
I feel like cheating in general is like I think getting cheated on in general that shit's just ugly, fool. Like
For sure.
I just don't like that shit, fool. Cause it's like cause you could have just came to me. Because you could just came to me and be like, yo, like I'm having these feelings for this other person, or I'm not fucking with you for real, or there's so many conversations that could have been had rather than you just cheating on me.
For
Like
sure.
if you cheated on me and you didn't even tell me, or if you like having these thoughts and didn't even tell me, then that means that like one, you're not comfortable with me. Two, you don't really trust me for real. And three, you're liable to do shiesty shit to me at any time. And since that is the case, I can't trust to go to sleep by you at night.
Mm.
I can't trust to have you in my house. I can't trust that you won't have a random person in my house that's gonna like steal my shit or like you're not gonna be fucking in my house. Like I go hard as fuck every fucking day in order to like do everything I need to do.
So you sound like an old
And
nigga when you said that. This all the shit I do for you, good.
oh God, I go hard as fuck every day to do what I need to do. I'm willing. I'm a man that's willing to learn. Like, if you're like, bro, like yo, dick game trash. I want you to do it like this. I'll be like, all right, for sure, I got you. So if I'm willing to like show myself as like be humble and be like, all right, I don't know everything. I'm doing the best I can. And if you need me to do something and figure some shit out, if you want to get slapped the fuck out of, okay, I'll figure out how to slap the fuck out of you. Whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. And if I have that sentiment and you're not willing to respect that and just be loyal and be honest with me, then you can't be my girl.
Respect. Respect. I mean, I stand by it, bro. I
Yeah.
stand by it. I understand it. I just wanted to kind of dig in your mind into why it was such a like a. He said this shit gonna fuck with me mentally. I can't sleep.
On God, I'm not gonna be able to sleep by this girl. Like if I find out my girl is cheating on me, I'm like, bro, I cannot have you in my house. I can't even be your friend. Cause
What
it's
if you
like,
never
damn, like
find out?
if I never find out,
Yeah,
then I just never find out, fool.
for sure.
Then I just never find out. She better be good at hiding that shit. Because I feel like even then it's like I think that when someone's cheating on you, this is from what I've seen. When someone's cheating on you, there's just gonna be just random ass problems just popping up.
Mm,
There's gonna be There's gonna be other problems within the relationship that's gonna force y'all to like come to a come to Jesus moment.
mm,
I'm a firm believer in like whatever you do is gonna come to light eventually.
facts.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna come to light eventually. Even if you like the best hider in the world, it's gonna come to light eventually. It's gonna fuck your shit up.
Facts.
So for me, like this is how I live my life. Like how I try to live my life. I try to live my life in a way that no matter who I talk to, no matter who I talk to, I can pretty much tell them exactly what I do, and I wouldn't be ashamed of it. That's how I try to live my life.
Except 12, because, yeah, fuck 12. But
Yeah,
yeah.
fuck. Like I can't talk to 12.
Everybody else, yeah,
Yeah,
that's real.
everybody else.
I feel
Yeah,
like that's been my mindset with like the relationship with the idea of like fame and stuff. It's like if once you get famous, bro, like people like look at your old tweets and look at your old like basically online presence and they like do all these different things where they try to like you have that first year where everybody loves you and then immediately followed by that second year where everybody's like fuck this guy. And I feel
Yeah.
like I don't know if I had the heart to stomach the fuck this guy era, bro. Like I don't like at first I
Good
used to
villain
be
next
so
story.
boldly like fuck it, I don't care, but like I feel like I'm Childish Gambino in a sense where he was like, I used to wait, what do you say? I used to care what people
I
think,
used to
but
care.
now I care more.
Now I care.
I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like I'm Childish Gambino in that sense. It's like I don't care in the sense of like and my day to day is really not going to affect me. But like now that I'm older, I'm more like reserved about what I share to like the internet and
Mm-hmm.
like what I give out and stuff. And I don't want people to like know like everything about me, bro. I just want people to know me for my music, but you can't really control that. Like once you get famous, bro, it's like people gonna find out what they want to find out about you.
Wow.
Whether or not like you decide to or not. Like I remember seeing Dante streaming and they found out like where he lived and shit. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. He's never at any point showed like the outside of his house, bro. And he was like, he didn't confirm it, but everybody was like, no, that's definitely where he lives and stuff. And like, there was like a whole Reddit on it. And I was like, that's crazy. These niggas literally found out where he lived based on his in-house setup. That's it's actually insane. So I say that to say, like, I was like, there's things like that where I'm like, yeah, bro, like I don't want people to bump my shit, but I don't want people to have my exact coordinates at all times. Like that's kind of
Right.
wild. It's kind of wild. Especially because I'm like I'm a positive dude. Like I for the most part I don't be getting on the internet on some like 6ix9ine shit where I'm like fuck this, fuck that, and like asking for it. So it's just like damn, bro. I feel like if you trying to shoot Nicholas Soul, it's like what you doing, bro? Like what, that nigga don't do nothing. I don't know,
Indeed.
but you never know, bro. These days, like people, it's just like just having any level of clout, bro. People think you have money, so it's like they're gonna try to get at you for that purpose. Because we live in such a like dire society, bro. In the sense of like everybody's almost about to take a L, like living paycheck to paycheck. Like everybody's almost about to like one bad like thing could fuck up their whole financial situation. So it's like if
Yeah.
you're walking around on the internet looking like a lick, bro, like don't
Or
like don't get shit twisted. You will get robbed. So yeah, I just be trying to be like yeah, I mean, I just be trying to be out the way, but that's why I'm scared of like that's why I'm scared of like getting famous now. It's just like I used to be like constantly like, oh, I want to blow up and stuff, but like the repercussions of blowing up sometimes feel more like worse than what you get out of it. But I don't know, maybe that's just me saying that like pre doing it, you know what I mean?
yeah, but that goes back to like what we were talking about a little bit earlier. It's like that goes back to the type of life you live. Because if you live in a righteous life, like even when you famous, you don't really got shit to worry about. Like look at Kendrick. Like Kendrick, this nigga, this nigga got exposed for beating his wife and all this other bullshit, which is supposedly alleged.
I'm about to say, we've been looking at
Allegedly
the
beating his
interviews,
wife.
bruh. It's not true. Well, I won't say it's not true, but there's no proof that said incident happened because the incident that Drake is pulling out of his ass is from an interview where a woman alleged that, like, one time when Kendrick was on tour, he put the bricks on her. And literally, the police report was, like, not filed. They had no recollection of the incident.
Mm,
They were like, oh, so you just sold the story to TMZ because Kendrick was supposedly. And then Kendrick like got on an interview and spoke on it and said that didn't happen. I don't
mm,
know what she's talking about. But Drake, he couldn't he paid money in the streets and couldn't find nothing, bro. So he gonna
See,
tell a
that's what I'm
story.
saying. Like when you live a righteous life, bro. Kendrick's life, Kendrick is not all moral, like Mr. Morale, but like if when you live a life where you're not afraid to say what you do,
Yeah.
like it's really hard for the internet and other people to harm you. You don't hear about people going to Kendrick's house and shooting it up. You don't hear about people doxing Kendrick and be like, "Where does he live?" and going to his house and be like, "Yo, Kendrick." You don't hear about shit about that like that.
so shit.
You hear shit about Drake though. You hear shit about fucking what's that man's name? That Aiden Ross,
Yeah.
because they live a type of life where like they build a fan base where shit like that's going to go down.
Mm,
Like Jordan Peterson is a good example too. Like Jordan Peterson built a fan base where most people are just going to intellectually debate him. So most Jordan Peterson fans or people that hate him are going to try to debate him.
mm,
Okay. But he likes to debate. So it's like, bro, like he's just doing what he does.
so shit.
You feel me? So I feel like with you living the life that you want to live in a righteous way, you're going to attract the people and the fan base that you put out. Like I was also thinking about like, so when I'm thinking about like some of my friends who were like, bro, my life is trash. Like all the people around me been fucking me over. Da da da. Like those people that I look at, I'm like, oh, like around that time you were doing those things, or you were a person that invited that type of company.
Mm-hmm.
Your actions invite that type of company. Your mindset invite that type of company. But like, and sometimes I fall into that same category. But for the most part, like all my friends are very similar. All the people I meet are very similar in a sense of that they're intellectuals that like to have a conversation. They're open. All my friends are like that, at least around me,
Right.
right? So I think it all goes back to how do you live and how do you want to be perceived and all that shit. So therefore, let that influence your actions long term.
Mm. Yeah, I was speaking to Chris about how like just the whole energy, whatever energy you put out is the energy you'll receive back. Thing, because I remember you asked me something, and I was like, bro, just know whatever you put out, you'll get back type shit. Uh, I think I am very cautious about saying something purposely negative on the internet and leaving that there type shit. Like I'm very cautious about like doing those kind of actions and doing those kind of things because again I understand that like whatever I put out will I'll receive back and I can't be like bro I didn't even do shit type shit because it's stupid.
When
I also
when
had
is
this
the
conversation like with Charlie though about how he was like wherever there's light there's darkness. It's like the yin and yang. So like he was essentially telling me he was like, even if you don't invite that, like wherever there's light, there's darkness. So that like always like sticks with me of just like doesn't matter how righteous you live because as righteous as like Kendrick was living, he was mad with Drake type shit, and he had that like battle, and he has these new allegations now. Like, what if his wife does come out one day and is like, Mr. Morale, fuck that nigga, man. Like that nigga was hitting my ass every day, type shit.
Yo, yo, I could just
but
see the
that
internet playing that clip of her saying, "You broke a generational curse." I was like, "Dang, that's crazy." She
Type shit.
really beat her into submission, bro. That's insane.
Yeah,
but the
like
thing
that.
about
He
it is
he's definitely. I don't know Kendrick, so I can't say for sure, but he shows us that he's like righteous, but like at any point these allegations can be confirmed, and like there's a possibility. Is my point. Like there's a
Yeah,
possibility
yeah.
of like being like perceived a certain way. Like that's why I'm like nervous about like the idea of fame is like I don't even want to put myself in that position that there's a possibility that somebody could like do that. Is like if I just like that's why I'm taking more of a producer role with Renaissance Certified because it's like I could still achieve the same kind of goal but be like kind of producer behind the scenes guy. You know what I mean? Because my overall goal is to have a community of people that I can tap in with and like do music and share art and stuff like that with. And I feel like I could still achieve that same goal and just be behind the scenes with it. But I don't know, like that's what I'm nervous about, bro. Is like you can't really control that shit. Like even if you do live a righteous way, there's always gonna be like I know how life is, bro. So there's always something, and I know that
yeah,
Yeah.
there's always
I
but
might I
is
might
that
be
really
faced
living?
with that.
You
You
said
said what?
what, Hux?
Yeah, but like, is beating your wife righteous? Is cheating on your wife righteous? That's what I'm saying is like Kendrick. Kendrick, yes, he's a pretty noble person, but he like outwardly said that he's did these things, and these are blemishes like
Mm,
on the reputation, like who he is as a person that he had to fix in order to become a better person, right? Um, if he didn't do those things, then therefore like he's been living righteously,
But
but he's made those.
I don't like how our generation does this thing where it's like once you do something bad, especially famous people, like once you do something bad, you're now that thing forever.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that
But
because it doesn't allow for people to heal and grow and become better people. Because if I did something bad and then now people circle back to that every time I try to do something good, no, go ahead, Shiki, you got it.
Nah, I mean, I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just bouncing off your point. I was gonna ask a very interesting question because I had never like I'm not a fan of the nigga. I never was a fan of the nigga when it happened. Whatever after it happened, whatever. Like I never cared for him anyway. Do you think because after the whole Rihanna Chris Brown shit, Chris Brown was just all right. You the woman beater now.
Yeah,
It kind of became like a self-fulfilling prophecy of okay, now every woman after that just got these beats because he is beating these women. That's not saying that's not happening because
yeah,
he hit Karushi, he hit, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But do you think if the society had given him like, okay, well she hits you, you hit back way harder,
Mm.
okay, don't do that, but we're gonna give you a redemption arc, see what happens. Do you think he still becomes what he is right now?
I That's kind of my point. I feel like I want to believe this. Again, this is a naive way of thinking, but I want to believe that if we like kind of it's the same way how people go to jail but we don't hospitalize them. It's supposed to be a rehabilitation center in jail, but like people get fucked up even worse in jail. So I say that to say
Yeah,
like if we had been rehabilitating to like the Chris Brown situation, he might have been like, you know what? I fucked up and I realized this. And he probably does realize that, but now it's like you're saying, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy where it's like everybody every day is telling you like subconsciously because we work in our conscious like how we're aware, but then we also work in our subconscious. And a lot of the times, like our self image is like based on our subconscious. And what I mean by that is like how we see ourselves is based on these like internalized things that we have. So if every day I wake up and I say, Shiki, you ain't shit. Shiki, you ain't shit. After like 2 years of that, bro, and like keep in mind, this is just me saying that to you, one person. He's getting like
right.
thousands of comments every day type shit. So if I tell you that every day, like even though you might have a high self-esteem and you might believe that you are like worth something, that thought is gonna be somewhere in your like brain loop feedback space area. So at a
Yeah,
certain point in time, if you hit a low point, that thought might you might lean into that thought because like you're already hitting a low point and you have this in your like air of like damn I'm not shit, and that low point might then reinforce that like damn I'm going through this low point because Nick is right, I'm not shit. And it's like no, that's that might not even be true, bro, but because I'm having 20,000 comments on my Instagram, and this is why I'm not tripping when celebrities turn off their comments because it's really like a controlling of like your mental
yeah,
state, bro.
reclaiming your own peace. Yeah,
Right, right. So it's like if I'm getting that on my Instagram, on my Twitter, on all my social medias, when I go out, it might not be as much, but here and there, people will just be like, fuck you. If you're constantly getting that, bro, it's eventually gonna, I don't care what nobody said, that's eventually gonna fuck with you, bro. Like, that's eventually gonna get to you, bro. And everybody thinks that, oh, yeah, it's fame. You signed up for this. But it's like, no, I signed up to make music. I didn't sign up for people to constantly mistreat me, bro. Like nobody signs up for that. And I hate how we just like say shit like that. And so yeah, like my overall point is just like he might have turned out different if people had been more rehabilitated and was like, bro, just don't do that again, bro. We still fuck with you, bro. But like just be a better man and like rise from this. If you put those thoughts in his head, he's like, damn, bro, people believe in me. People believe I can be a better man. Let me believe that about myself. Cause belief is like there's like a lot, bro. Belief literally is the basis of a lot of religions. People literally would do crazy shit just because they believe they can do the shit. So
yeah,
I think it's important, bro. I think it's important to talk to people like how you want them to be versus like where they are because it's like I might have did something horrible, but if you want me to be better, reinforcing that I was horrible is not helping. That's just keeping me there.
and that's why like I was gonna mention like I was trying to think about on the other side because I don't want to sound like I'm trying to forgive a woman beater.
Yeah.
Um, so I was trying to think of like a woman example of someone who fucked up, and then like maybe they got welcomed back into the culture. But then I was thinking about cause remember Sha'Carri Richardson, bro? She failed that one drug test, and niggas shat on her everywhere. After we all love, well,
Oh
I ain't shit on
God.
her. I ain't shit on her. I liked her. You know what I'm saying? She did the Kanye video, whatever. She for the beat. She was up and shit. And then when she got back on, niggas like started pretending like they wasn't just shitting on her earlier. And like, why do y'all do that? She was
Oh
cool. She was always cool.
God. Oh God, bro. Oh God.
And
I'm gonna let you talk about it. My fault.
oh no, I was just thinking like, I mean, I was pretty much almost over, but I was just like, yeah, like we don't as a culture, and it might just be like the state of affairs, the world is negative, therefore the culture is negative. But like niggas ain't really even, and I think also didn't she go through like a family tragedy if I'm not mistaken around the time
Yeah,
too?
I
Like she
remember
started.
hearing about that. I don't know what family member. I don't know if it's
I,
her dad or something like
her
that.
mom. I don't want
Yeah.
to speak whatever some shit happened with her family. I don't know who. I don't want to speak death on nobody, but somebody was going through some shit, and she started smoking, and then like got drug tested for I think it was weed too, which is like stupid as fuck. But yeah, everybody was just on her head about see you're an athlete, you should have known better, da, 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 as if people don't like have life things that happen in life. You know what I mean? So it's been really cool to see her get back on her shit.
Her mom
And
died.
okay, I thought out, you know, or like when was it Gabrielle Douglas? Is that the Olympian
Yeah,
girl?
yeah.
Gabby
I
Douglas.
always get
I
the Gabrielle Union and Gabrielle Douglas names
I was
confused.
almost I knew it wasn't Union, but I was like, okay, is it Gabby Douglas, Gabrielle Douglas? I don't know, but she took a mental health break because she was like, yo, this is just stressful, and
Yeah,
I'm tired, and I'm gonna walk away for like I'm not participating in this event because like I need to take a break,
yeah.
and niggas was shitting on her. You're an athlete. What do you mean take a mental break? Da 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 da. And then she came back, won awards. Niggas was all hype again. I was like, yo, that's just crazy, bro. Niggas don't get time for like human growth, which
Right.
is
And
why it's good to like.
bro,
You
I
had
think
you
my
finished.
hypothesis on the whole like people just being miserable like that, bro, is just like we live in like, especially in the U.S., bro, especially in the U.S. Because I could say it's kind of different back home, but especially in the U.S., bro, I feel like we live in like a very like we already have a lot of things in our day to day that like give us stress and stuff, and so it's like the whole thing of like if like it's like the idea of like people becoming a cop and like because they've gone through so much bullshit in their life they have this power trip as a cop to be like give other people bullshit. I think it's that
Yeah,
idea. It's just like if you get put through a lot of stress then you get this position of power to be like righteous and then inflict that on somebody else. Like I feel like that's like that cycle. So I say that to say like we as a society and as like a collective conscious we do this thing where it's like in our day to day, bro, like I said, most Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Like I remember reading this stat where it was like, if you make six figures, like low 100K, you're in the top 15% of like all wage earners. So it's like most Americans live paycheck to paycheck. With that being said, I know the stresses as somebody who is a part of that of living paycheck to paycheck and how hard that fucks with you mentally of like damn bro like I want to do all these things, I have all these ideas but I can't do them because I literally cannot afford to. And so that puts you, if you live in that constantly of like the mindset of like I'm always gonna be in this, and that gives you like just you're just annoyed bro, you're just on edge. And so
yeah,
to take out that annoyance, you see other people who seemingly have a better life than you because they're famous, they have more, complaining. That can like low key trigger you because it's like you're complaining, but you're seemingly like making all this money and you have all the things that I don't have. No, fuck you. And then you get online and then you shit on the nigga. But it's like if we
yeah,
have the heart to understand as human beings, just because you have money and every famous person tells us this all the time, but we never like really internalize it. Just because you have money does not change like other problems. It fixes your financial problem. Money problems fix money problems. But we all know that money problems aren't the only problems. Like there's other things that you might internally deal with. It don't matter how much money you have. When Shakara Richardson's mom died, she can't buy her mom life back, and that's a real pain and a real thing she got to go through, bro. So it's like I feel like we just gotta be more compassionate, and I don't really know how to like create that when we are already. It's really like the 1% that's fucking us, to be honest. That's like the real, like the niggas who got the most money, who's forcing us to stay this way. Those are the niggas that
Yeah.
like we should really be mad at, type shit. Because they profit off of us staying in this position. But I say all this to say, like, I think it's important for people to take a step back and understand that, like, celebrity, money, all that shit, bruh, is like superficial, bro. Like, that's not something that's gonna keep somebody happy. So when somebody is going through this, like, is in the public light and is going through some real shit, is like, have the compassion to understand that, like, bro, that person is just a human being just like you, bro. Like that's what I be trying to do, bro. Like I know, again, I'm not trying to excuse a woman beater either, but it's like, bro, like we really could have. We. I'm not saying we failed Chris Brown, but we could have been better about that, bro. And he could have obviously been better about that. But like, it's like it works in tandem, bro. Like continually telling that nigga he's not shit is not helping him, bro. That's making him want to be even more not shit to be like, fuck y'all.
QTNA, man.
Okay.
So I guess I'm trying to think of like one last good question because we've already been talking for like an hour and a half. If there's like, if there's one thing that you want to make sure like the listener of this podcast like takes away from wanting to, like, let's say we got a person who's just like, damn, like I'm on the cusp of greatness, or I think I'm on the cusp of greatness, but like I just don't have any direction. You know what I mean? Like maybe I just don't really know what my skill is,
Mm.
or maybe I do know what my skill is, and I just don't really know like what to do from there. Like, what would you tell that person?
Jojo, do you want to take this? I feel like I've been talking a
Can you
lot.
say that question again? My fault.
So like you got like a person who feels like, you know, they have like some untapped potential. It could be like, you know, a young person, high school, still trying to figure out what they want to do with their life. It could be somebody our age who just like aimless, working like at McDonald's or some shit, or feels like, you know, I have something in me. I just don't really know what that is. How do you like, what would you tell that person to like, how do you get them to pull that potential out? You know what I mean? And maybe they know what they want to do. They're just too scared to do it. Maybe they don't know what they want to do. Too scared to like explore, or not really sure where to start. Like, well, how do you? What we talk to that person?
Um, I think it starts with knowing what they're into.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing what they're into, but also what I found is some kids are not into shit. Like some people are just not into anything. Like they don't have any aspirations. Like there's people out there with no aspirations, no dreams, no like, oh, I want to be an astronaut. None of that. Like there's kids like that. And when you talk to them, they're like, oh, what do you want to like? I don't know. I'm just going to make it to the next day, I guess. I don't know. And with those kids, it's just about living what you preach.
Mm-hmm.
Like the more times you go up to them and talk to them, the more they see you do what you need to do in order to be successful. The more like yeah, like those things, and the more you ask them questions about what about the future and about what they want, even if they don't know, they'll just go back and start listening and just start like thinking about that shit. And eventually they'll come to you and be like, "Yo, this is what I want to do." And sometimes they don't know until this is what I found is like some of my seniors from last year, I mean my juniors from last year, they're seniors now who just graduated. Some of them like when they left, I was just like, damn, like I don't know what the fuck y'all gonna do, but y'all even though I gave all that encouragement, being like, yo, you can do it, like you can be whatever, and like education is key, and giving all this advice and motivation and knowing what they do and listening, by the end of the year, there still was like, hey, I don't know what the fuck I want to do, or blah blah blah. But they came back. They had to take that whole entire summer, came back the next year and was like, hey, Mr. G, like, thank you, or like, you're the reason why I'm here, right? So I think it's just being there, and being that ear, and like you said, going to the soccer games and going to the events that they want you to go to, and just being showing up. Because once you start showing up, it's raps, and it might even take time after that.
Yeah. So
I think unlocking your potential is like a lifelong journey. I don't have like a concrete answer. I honestly think that, bro, like you only get one chance at this shit, bro. Like you only get one chance to live your life, bro. So if you okay with like being like a lame, bro, be a lame. Just be like, if you're okay with that, like that's because what I realized, I be trying to tell people to push themselves and like go hard for what they want to do, but a lot of times people are just like okay with like where they're currently at, even if they do have aspirations. Like it's not a dire like burning thing, and so I say that to say like for the people that have that dire burning passion, they gonna figure out like if there's a way, there's a will. So I feel they gonna figure out a way. But I can't speak to the people that like have that inside them, but they have no like drive to get there because it's like that's the most important thing. Like you have to have the drive. Once you have the drive, it's just as simple as exploration, figuring out, okay, I have the drive, I know what I want, like I know kind of have an idea where I want to go, let me explore. And so that takes it back to what I was saying about how you got to be okay with just like, okay, let me try this didn't work, okay, let me try this, because eventually you're going to try something that kind of works and it's going to give you that, oh shit, that kind of worked, okay, how can I make that better? Okay, I tried that and I made it a little better, and then you make it a little better. Because my journey with music was like the first time I made a song that like resonated with me and it hit, I was like, I like that. I like that feeling of like this song hitting. And then I showed it to somebody. And like I've always been somebody who's like not nervous to show people shit, but I know there's people like that. But once you show somebody and you get that external validation of like what I'm doing is dope, that's when that gives you that no, it's not just you. It's not just in your head. Like you're not the only one that finds this dope. And there's a lot of different kind of people. So no matter what you do, bro, there's gonna be somebody who finds that shit dope, bro. Like the base level of it. And then once you get that understanding of like what I'm doing is dope, there's external validation. It's just the evolution process of like redoing it and making it doper and doper till it gets to a point where like you either want to, because some people never get to this point of like, okay, now that I understand this is a very dope thing, I can monetize it. Some people just keep it a hobby, and that's fine too. I'm starting to understand you don't have to sell everything you do, bro. It can just be dope, and you fuck with it, and you keep it pushing. But if you do get to that point where you're like, oh, I want to sell it now, like I want to profit off of this, that's when you like think about delivery. I think delivery is the most important thing. It don't matter because everybody has done everything that you want to do. And so it's not necessarily about what you're doing, it's about how you're packaging it to the world. And that's how come a lot of artists will never blow up because they're doing dope shit, but they're not packaging it in a way that's dope. And that's what I've been realizing is like I make dope music, I have dope stuff, but like I gotta present it in a way that somebody gets interested in how I'm presenting it, type shit. So delivery is always important, and not even in just selling shit, and just communication and conversation, bro. Like I can tell you, like, hey yo, that shit was hard, versus yo, what you need to do. Cause I see the potential of this. That's gonna get you more involved because you're seeing I'm invested in your art type shit. And not only is it
Mm.
giving you a that was hard, it's giving you a that was hard, and I know how you can make it harder. And because I believe in this going further than me seeing it. So
Yeah.
delivery, I feel like is the most important thing, bro. And think about your favorite artists, bro. Like they might not be the most like lyrically proficient. They might not have the best songs, but you fuck with them because they deliver it to in a way that you fuck with. Like I like Tyler because he be doing that rap shit, but he got the Igor pop shit. You like Earl because he delivers it in a way that you fuck with, type shit. So I think delivery is like super important. That's the thing that's gonna make you like sell your art in the best way. So there's like I can't really give somebody who doesn't have a drive a way to unlock their potential, bro. But I think if you do have a drive, you'll find it. And if you don't, bro, just work on a basis of like, I just want to make this shit dope and find somebody else who finds it dope.
That's real. uh, so trying to pick an answer that's different from what y'all picked, I think it kind of. I'm gonna give two separate, real short answers because y'all covered everything I kind of wanted to say. Bastard. Um, real quick, number one, find people like who, because I feel like that itch of like I got potential is like a little tick of curiosity. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And curiosity is like contagious in the sense of like there are other niggas who are curious. If they're not around you, like trust and believe there are niggas out there who are curious and ask questions. Because asking questions is a very big part of like unlocking your potential. Because that's really how you unlock it for real.
Right.
So I feel like we were all like blessed to go to college and meet up in college. Some niggas don't go to college. If you are in high school thinking about going to college and you're like 50-50 on it, like as long as you make it work for you, bro, it could be a bag. I don't want to say a bag because they definitely take money from you, but it could be a jug. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of the connections you make, the shit you learn. I'm saying so it could be lit if you work it the right way.
Right.
I did not because I was pushed to go to college, brainwashed to go to college, and I was good at school, so I thought college is what I wanted to do. Didn't really think about how to use college. Um, but yeah, so that's one, and then two, kind of in line with the brainwashing shit. Like I just loved school so much because I liked the okay. I studied, I got the A. You know what I mean? Like that was my crack. And I never really thought about like what am I learning? How can I use this? What do I want to do? I just knew like I like getting good grades. You know what I mean? It felt good. So kind of and it took a while to realize like when school wasn't really working out the way that like I wanted it to work out because the grades college is fucking hard. The grades are not gonna look that nice, bro. At least especially your first semester, if they do, you a magic magician, bro, or a machine. That first semester is fucking hard, bro.
Humbling.
First year,
Humbling.
humbling. I was an honor AP student, bro. That first semester
You
got
thought
me
you
on
was
probation,
sweet.
goddamn,
That's crazy.
bro. It's
My first
just
semester
it.
was diligent, fool.
You said what?
My first semester was diligent, fool. I was not getting high. I was sober as fuck. I was like, I gotta do everything in my power to make all A's, and I did that shit.
You listen to Hugs. Be like, and that's why he is the way he is now,
Oh
man.
God.
Fucking on some chase shit.
Oh
Bro,
But
God. Oh
bro,
God.
it was so fucking funny. Once I started getting high, bro, like I made my first A minus, and I freaked the fuck out. I thought I was gonna like not be able to go to school. I thought I was gonna fail everything. And my
Damn.
advisor looked at me and was like, "Hey, bruh, you know all you need to do to get a full ride for your master's is at least get a 3.7." And I was like, "That's it? A 3.7? That's it?"
the nigga
And
said that's it. That's crazy.
I stopped trying. I stopped trying in school, and as long as I got a 3.7, I was cool.
Yeah, see, I stopped trying right around the time I realized, like, damn, school is just as long as you get the grade, you're good. I
Yeah.
ain't try in like high school, none of that. So college, when you actually have to try, you know what I'm saying? I had to teach myself how to try, and then once I got that, I stopped trying again. Um,
That's not
but
funny.
all that to say, just thinking about like what I like to do as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, because as a kid, I feel like that's definitely back to the curious thing. That's when you're most curious about the fucking world. So whatever you used to like really gravitate toward a kid, just look back on it now that you're a little bit older, see how you feel about it. You know,
Oh,
it could unlock some like, damn, why this cartoon kind of fire? Why do I fuck with cartoons so much? Next thing you know, you're a voice actor or a
Yeah.
cartoonist or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you never really know what exploring that shit from where you
Bro,
was
the
a
kid
kid might
version of you
get you
is
going.
like the purest version of you. It's like the like you were supposed to be. Cause I feel like I definitely agree with like the tapping back and seeing things that you used to fuck with. Cause like that kind of helped me realign back to like who I am and like figuring out like no, bro, like whenever I was a kid, I was on this type of shit and I liked it genuinely and I wasn't trying to like fit in or anything. You know what I mean? Like it I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that's actually fire advice, bro. That's why they say keep your inner child, bro, cuz it's like it's true.
Facts. Protect that shit. Heal that shit. Honor it too, if you can. Like, you know, tap back in with that little nigga. Check in on
Oh
him.
God. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. It's important too. It's just like I feel like you really like yourself and the world teaches you to not like yourself. And then it's like a journey getting back to like liking that version of you
Yeah.
type shit.
and that goes back to the conversation we were having beforehand. Is like before we got on stream about trans people. I think that
We
Yeah.
were so
The
close to ending it on a
transition is
wholesome note.
crazy.
And
Bro,
now we
that
gotta explain
transition is
all of this
crazy.
shit.
wait. I think that like the world the world like tries to fuck you over, but you just gotta be yourself. And I think that like no matter what decisions you make because of the world, you have to deal with those decisions, and you have to be able to come to terms with your decisions,
Mm,
because that's what you have to do as a human. You have to come to terms with your decisions. So if someone wants to turn into a woman or a man, let them. And if they regret that decision, they regret it. If they don't, they don't. It's all about decisions. And if are you comfortable living with that decision of what you did?
yeah.
Right. Because at the end of the day, what they did has nothing to do with your life, my nigga.
Exactly.
That was
Nothing.
actually,
Like,
hey, that was a great tie-in. It was just crazy the transition. I was like, wait, what?
Oh shit, we want to get canceled, bro. We
Oh
did some good.
man. With that being
at
said,
the end of the day,
man,
it ain't that deep. You
on
feel me?
God, on
It
God, on
was.
God. At the end of the day, it ain't that deep. And with that being said, we appreciate y'all for tapping back with us. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. We signing out. Yes, sir.
Peace. This
Cut the
man,
camera before we can say anything else.
this man, that was